Mm. Well, it says I'm live. We'll see. Thought I'd do a real quick vertical live to see if anybody actually looks at this stuff. Apparently, YouTube's promoting this, and I thought I'd give it a whirl. I got a meeting at 4. I got a little bit of time, I thought. And I'm using Streamyard, and I thought I'd try out a few of their settings to see if I can figure out if I'm doing it right, wrong, or indifferent. I don't even know if my audio is working. My headphone cord quit yesterday in my live, and got a new one coming. Yeah, I'm smacking gum. Let's see if I can split my screen. That's going to be the first thing I'm going to try. Um, let's see if I can bring an extra camera in if it'll let me. It looks like it might. What do you know about that? Son of a gun. That's pretty cool. So these verticals, I'm not sure what they're trying to achieve with them, but go with the flow, right? Thought I'd jump in here for 10 or 15 minutes, a little bit longer if anybody shows up. Been busy YouTubing this morning and Instagramming and relogoing and working on all that stuff, trying to definitely get things going, working on my photography skills and video skills and all my other skills. Of lack thereof, I have none of the above, apparently. Well, we got one person in the room. And who might that be? Can you say hello? And I'll say hello back. Hello to you. I know you can maybe hear me. I hope. Anyway, I hope everything's working. This is my first live attempt. And the split screen is working better than I thought it was going to. I'd be curious what it looks like on the phone. Well, they hauled butt as soon as they came in. And that's all right. We'll get it going. I'm trying to be like these other knife junkies. At any rate, 2 of the knives here. And of course, I don't remember the names. I can't remember the names of any of these. The one thing I do remember is they're sharp as crap and they'll cut the piss out of you. Let's see what this one will do. Let's see what we got here just to see what the old screen's going to do. Look at that shaving. Look at that, guys. I'm just making little tiny curly cues. Isn't that crazy? Sharp as crap. I mean, that is craziness going on right there. Little curly cues all over the place. Hey, Betty. Glad you showed up. Thought I'd try one of these verticals just for the heck of it. Apparently, that's what everybody's pushing. I'm finding out that they have to, well, they don't have to do anything, obviously, but it's supposed to help me out. Give me some more subscribers, maybe. That would be great. I'm really appreciative that you showed up. Well, I got 3 people in here now. That's pretty good. Let's see if this one's as sharp as the other one. I don't think it's quite as sharp. You can tell it's toothy. My dog may go nuts. I think my wife just pulled up. Yeah, that one's not nearly as sharp as this one. Well, Miss Betty, I've been working on YouTube stuff all day today. Been trying to relogo myself. I've taken a bunch of photographs today. I've been busy. Hey Kevin, how you doing, man? I trying to get a bunch of photos done. I've been working with the pew pews. I've got a couple sitting here, but I don't dare touch them or move them because then I'll get blocked and then I won't be able to go live or do any of the things on here that I need to try to do. But I don't know. What do y'all think of the vertical format? I guess if you're on your phone, it's kind of nice, right? I'm playing around with that, and I found out how to get the good music too. I've been doing a bunch of research, so my shorts will be having modern songs. I kind of gear that toward the younger folk, simply because it's easier to reach out to them and play that music and do funky stuff in the background and everything. Good early day. Was doing paperwork, a few bids. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've got a meeting at 4. We have a facility in Arizona that I'm taking over the steel purchasing for. I'm pretty familiar with their business, and they did some changes out there I need to fix. But at any rate, that's about the only work I'm gonna do today as far as work goes. Most of my day's been concentrated on my YouTube channel. And like I said, I've taken some pictures and stuff. I'm almost curious to move something over here to the pad and see if I can show it, but I'm not. I've been too lucky lately, so I'm not gonna screw myself up. Oh, cool. I like the icon, Betty. I didn't realize those came through on StreamYard. And by the way, what do y'all think of the StreamYard feed? Is it a clear audio and clear picture? I'm gonna try to do it from my phone outside and doing some different things. And if this works out pretty good, I may go live. I'm thinking I was looking at the schedule on the knife thing, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays are very good days to go sometime between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. You don't bump into anybody. And I think trying to be kind with the other knife guys in the community. Well, I'm not being kind. I'm trying to be courteous because of the fact they're been here and they've got their spots, and I'm not going to mess that up. Not that I have enough pull to do that, but you never know. We got a few more people in here. I'm going to split the screen again. If you guys aren't familiar, I'm pretty much a knife and pew pew channel. These are a couple knives. This is a Reich Cyber something, and this is the Bounty, I think, from Kaiser. And just to give you guys some idea of difference in the two knives that you may not be, here, you might be new to the knife community. This Kaiser is, in the big scheme of things, the budget one. We'll see. You're down south, right? I am from Charlotte. But let me see if I can post these up on the thing here. Well, they will do it. Look at that. I'll be darned. Well, I hope your temperature's nice. It's been nice here, man. Been real nice. But for you new folks that may not know and may not be knife people, this is more or less, I wouldn't say a budget, but it's an inexpensive knife compared to this one. This one is about 160 bucks or so, I think is what that was. This one's knocking, let's just say it's within a penny of 4 bills. And that's for 4 grand, not 4 grand, 400. Getting text, getting text, getting text. That's work. Screw that. I'm not gonna mess with it. Yep, Kevin, Kaiser Bounty. 63 in Ohio, Betty. Yeah, I actually spoke to one of my grandkids, if you can believe that, yesterday for quite a long time. My oldest one, she just finished dental school. Not a dentist, whatever she's going to be, um, technician or assistant. I'm not sure what the term is correctly. But I'm so proud of her. She got through with that and has been working at Menards, and she's give their 2 weeks notice. She's gotten on with a dental firm, I think in Parkersburg. She said, you may know where that's at. I'm not sure that you do or not, but she's pretty excited about it, and that's a good thing. She's about 20 some years old, 1 or 2, I don't remember. But yeah, these are cool knives, guys, for you guys that come in here to check out what this old fart's talking about. And these are really slicey. I don't know if you were here when I was slicing something a second ago, especially this one, guys. And you other folks that are in here, speak up. Tell me where you're at, where you live. Brava, what's going on? You guys see I did the channel name change. I picked up a couple subscribers. I'm not good cutting this thin paper. Let's see if I can even do it. That's almost as good as a fidget toy. It's almost as good. Not quite. Um, I'm gonna do my little hour work here when I get on with this meeting and get some folks kind of in the right direction, and then I've got these little, I don't know what you call them. They're I found them when I was in Texas. It's a Mexican little snack deal, but they're little round wheels, little tiny guys, and you deep fry them and they poof out real big. And I season them with a couple things, and they are so dang good. I can eat a drove of them. I just got an order, DLC from Kaiser. It looks like it's a good one. Cool deal. Yeah, I'm waiting on another knife to come in, and then I'm gonna show you guys my blade experiment. I think you're gonna find it pretty intriguing. It's simplistic as hell, but what it's gonna facilitate is me having the ability to show you guys in a very simple fashion how close a lot of these knives are. And I'm not saying anybody's copying anybody, but sure would be nice if somebody would come out with a new, fantastic, different blade shape. I just ordered a winter knife. I didn't get the color I really wanted because I procrastinated on the pre-order. So I wound up with the one with the lighter handle and the bacon blade on it with the I guess it's Damascus. Should be fine. But we'll see if it turns out okay or not. I really appreciate your guys' support. Betty, you especially, you've been like right here every time I fire up, and that's awesome. I appreciate it. I'm feeling the love all the way down here. Um, I think what I'm also going to do is try to incorporate a show list and trying to stay on task, kind of like Zach does, and getting some things, you know, keep the flow going and keep things going right. I need to remember to look at you guys. I'm over here looking at the screen to see if you're saying something. The winter blade factor. I have one from the second bat. Oh, cool. Kevin, I'm can't wait to get that knife to see how it's going to do. I really procrastinated on it, and this was a big plunge for me. This um knife here. I mean, I've got some stuff knocking on this price line, but so much like this one looks so much like the Cybertruck from Tesla, the lines on it and everything. It's just a super cool knife. But I'm sitting here worrying that I'm gonna slice the snot out of myself. I'm hoping on tomorrow's live, what I'm gonna try to do with that around the same time, just so you guys know. Of course, it'd be in the vertical format, trying to build my rhythm up. I don't know what that means, rhythm, but I got no rhythm. But I'm gonna try to do it from the side yard where I'm setting up my little airsoft and pellet shooting range for pistols, and take y'all out in the nice Florida weather and let you see what I got going on out there. Really didn't have to look at the camera. We're all watching the chat. Well, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. I'm still trying to figure out StreamYard on how all this works. I think I can go picture in picture too. And I think I can swap that. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. I think StreamYard's got their stuff together, guys. I know some people poo-poo on it. I know that Kyle, not Kyle, God knows he'll kill me. Cole at Tri-State is using the big brand stuff and thinks he's getting more picture quality and more everything out of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. This thing streams out pretty damn good quality, and I've been on there looking at some of the stuff I've done, and I got no complaints. And the ease of this thing, I can't wait to get one of you guys in as a guest. where I can have you come in, and I'll be able to do it during these as well as pull you guys in. I just send you a link basically. I got to figure out how to send you the link, whether I got to do that through comments, chats, or how I do it. Well, let's see, Kevin. Let's see what you said here. Yep, it's not easy justifying that much. Yeah, especially when they get in pew pew range. That's where I kind of, when I bought my first Microtech many years ago, and it was around $200. I shit, and then I lost the damn thing on top of it, and it was out the side. It wasn't even out the front, and it was a little guy, and it was blue. And I can't remember where I lost it, but I sure would like to have that knife back. My first knife I got over here, I need to tear apart and repair. It's a Benchmade. Oh no, it's a Kershaw, or is it a Benchmade? Let me see. I'm not going to say this is what got everything started, but this is what I think started me in knives. But you can see how long I've had this. Look at all the sharpening I've done on that thing. I mean, you know where that blade used to be, and you see the gunk on it. It needs to be rebuilt, and I've got the kit here to do it. But this is my first knife. It's a flipper with an auto assist. And I've had this thing probably 25 years if it's a day old. And you can really tell by let's see if I can get that clear, how much I've sharpened it. I thought about putting a choil in it, but there's no point. And the plunge grind is non-existent. It's right up against the thing. I can't bring myself to spend the big money. Yeah, I agree. And that's something I'm going to do a video on this week is my least expensive knife and my other knives, and compare them to what I really like and dislike. And I think that there's a lot of knives in the $25 to $60 range that are as good or better than some of these in terms of blade and some functionality. For an example, getting used to the screen. Oh, that's dual by dual. I didn't want that. How do I get it back the way I had it? Let me see here, guys. Well, I done screwed the pooch. I don't know what I did wrong there, but it's side by side now. I don't know how I did that. Um, like what you give up obviously is the titanium handles and some of the craftsmanship, but let's face it, Kaiser is a mass production knife company, and what they do with it is pretty darn good. But yeah, I know what you mean about spending the money. It's a challenge to do, especially when they get that expensive. I'm just checking the time because I got this meeting coming up and they're blowing me up over here, which is rare. I go weeks without hearing from anybody, and then all of a sudden I go live and everybody and their brother's trying to get a hold of me. I think it's funny as crud. But back to the original reason for this live stream was because I don't know where the people are reading all this stuff. Maybe YouTube sends them things. I don't know, but they're pushing this vertical content. And like I expressed yesterday in my live stream, I think they're chasing TikTok. And I'm not opposed to it, although I think the wider screen, I do everything on the PC. So widescreen is better for me. I will say everything on the phone looks great because it's compact. The pictures look better. iPad probably looks pretty good. I don't know. I'm not sold on all this vertical stuff. Everybody, where you from? The newcomers that are in here that maybe never stopped in before. I'm Jim, and this is now called Stuff and Things. My last name's Dugan, obviously. And we do pew pews and knives and Food, we're gonna be doing food. We're gonna be doing all kind of stuff. I got big plans. Texas. Well, I knew you were from Texas. You've been in here enough times. I kind of know where you are, and Betty and Gons and some of the others. Gonzo reached out to me, sent me his phone number. I texted him this morning or just a little while ago, and great hopes of hooking up with him and a few other people. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. And I think they're banking on the government shutting TikTok down, which I don't see happening. It's a machine. Um, I mean, people are selling stuff over there right and left now. They can't keep up with the sales. It's blowing my mind. I was just running through Instagram a bunch of stuff today, the reels or whatever they're called, and every other one's an advertisement. Laser printers. Um, I can't even think of all the crap. I mean, little ticker tape things, computer modules to watch your stocks, and I mean, just all kind of stuff. I kind of intrigued my interest to get one of those counters that count your subs on YouTube or Facebook or whatever media you're on. I don't know what it is, but I thought to myself, well, crap. I only get one or two a day. It's not like the thing's fluctuating up and down a whole heck of a lot. Um, in the last 24 hours, I've picked up 3 new people, which is awesome. I'm desperately trying to get to 1,000. I'm chasing it like TikTok's being chased by YouTube. Well, let's see, Karada, you are just eating up all. Whoa, where'd you go? All the power we keep giving them. Yeah. Born and raised in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I've been living on the border of Illinois and Wisconsin for 13 years. Um, I think Wisconsin's a beautiful place. I used to be affiliated with a plant that was in uh, Illinois near Chicago, and I've never made it to Chicago, so I don't know what that place is like, but been to a lot of places. I just haven't been there. That'd be a neat place to go check out one day. But I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna die in this house. I told my wife I'm not ever moving again. With this collection, I just can't. I'm sitting here looking, the safe is open, and I need to get in there and install these lights, the rest of them that I got. I need to get that finished. The last 2 days have been productive, so that's a good thing. So far, you guys that are all in the knives, how big is your collections at this point? Are you guys like collectors? Or are you just like certain ones and you pass others on? Or do you hang on to everything forever like I do? Or what's your hobby consist of? What floats your boat? Take the Harley over. Oh man, I used to have a bike. I didn't have a Harley. I had a Kawasaki. Was it a Kawasaki? I think it was a Kawasaki. It was an Indian style bike. Um, that was many years ago. I had to finally give it up. This traffic down here where I live in Florida is stupid, ridiculous, and dangerous. So I almost got clobbered one day just sitting at a light. Decided it was the day to sell the bike because if I wind up getting screwed up bad enough to screw up one of my hands or something like that, I can't participate in all the other hobbies that I love. So I figured I can give up something, that would be the one. I'm still in great hopes I'll be able to play the guitar some again. This hand is doing really well. So we'll see. Hold on to everything, but I'm really just a starter collector. Oh, and Zippos. I think Zippos are badass, dude. I like those too. I started out collecting also the little miniature mag light flashlights. I think I mentioned that a few live streams ago. I'm gonna pull the collection down and let you guys see that one Sunday here soon. I think I've got 20 or so. I don't have a lot. I also got those, you remember Texaco? I know they had the tanker trucks and stuff like that. Well, I stumbled upon airplanes, metal airplanes, and I only got 6 or 8, but, I've never taken them out of the box. They're all still in the boxes like brand new. Why, I don't know. I keep them like that. And I've got some trucks the same way, Hess trucks and different things that are still in the packaging. Never taken them out. Then when I was doing a little bit of law enforcement many, 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 many years ago, I started collecting police cars from different cities, not the real cars, but the models of the cars. Okay, we'll be straight on that. Let's see. I have Promise Jim, laugh out loud. I have at least 200. I don't even like to count them all. Well, I think the knives have surpassed my pew pews at this point, barely. And, I think we're going to try to figure out how to look at some of the pew pews without getting trouble on the live stream by doing it via recordings and then maybe talking about them. What's up, Blade Walker? I'm glad you stopped by, man. I hope you're feeling well today. I like the Zippos. You were talking about Zippo lighters. I never smoked, never had a real need for a lighter, but I think the mechanics of them are pretty cool, and the different ones with logos on them, especially, I kind of liked. Well, I'm thrilled you guys stopped in. This is awesome. I'm trying to be KC on the go here, doing a vertical. Man, they are not going to let me go. Oh, that's Gons, guys. Sounds good. We can catch up soon. I guess he's working probably. I'm excited to speak to him on the phone. I think it'd be great. We're going to get this community together over here on this page. I'm going to try to get as many as you guys on this live stream as I can. If nothing else, via the phone. I think be neat to have the community in here. We could even I can set this up, believe it or not. I can do a webinar deal where I can invite you guys in to be part of the webinar, and we can do a whole show and tape it here on the Streamyard, and then I can post it to YouTube, just like have a forum with all you guys on here, 4 or 5, not too many that we get confused, but have a lot of you guys in here. There's Gons. I just told him you texted me, man. And get like 3 or 4 of you guys on here. I'm going to see how we can do that. I think I'm limited with StreamYard on the live, but the webinar thing, I think I can have quite a few of you guys on here. Gons, I was showing these guys. I'm trying to figure out how to get this back to vertical. There it goes, kind of. I have no clue what I'm doing here. I don't know why it's doing that. I've got to figure it out. I was showing them my first real knife, and it's probably 20 or 30 years old or whatever. But as you can see, if there was a sharpening tool there, it's long gone. Trying to get oriented with this. But you can see how much I've sharpened this knife over the years. And I've still got it. I've got a kit to rebuild it, so I've got to get that out and do that. But procrastinating. What? Not another one. Guys, did you pick up something new again? Let's see. Kevin has a channel. A big one. Yep, that's the $1 million question, Kevin. What did he get? I'm dying to know. S&W 460, 642. I'm dyslexic. In for a Hellcat. Okay. I'll be real curious to see what you think of that Hellcat. That's Springfield Armory, right? If I remember correctly. I don't remember how many Springfields I got. I do have the Prodigy. That was one of the last ones I got, and that is in 9 millimeter. I don't know if you saw my Instagram picture. I think I may have tagged you on it, Gons, with the custom 10 millimeter that I had done. I designed the slide and sent it up to have it all cut and everything. I've got a little overspray left in the finish from where I read in the information on it, and I got to get that cleaned up. If I'm smacking my gum, I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Blade Walker, I just shorts for now, but I have some long ones. Yeah, custom is pretty badass. I agree. Thanks for the flame. Yeah, the grip I textured myself. I'm really good at stimpling, and a lot of the guys at the range get me to stempel their stuff because I've been doing it for a long time now, and I have special stimpling adapters and tools that I've made. And I've also bought some special stuff, but I find that just plain old iron, soldering iron with the blade cut just right. I've got a super thin one for one texture, a little bit fatter one for another texture, and so on. So I do all kind of different stimpling. Like I say, it's all I can do to keep from reaching over here to grab this one that's beside me here and put in front of the camera, but I know I can't do it. I'll just get in trouble. There you go, buddy. They posted you. You've been officially posted. Yeah, the Holosong. I've only got one Holosong red dot. I really like what's it called? Swamp Fox Optics. I really like their stuff, and it's affordable. I don't know if things are getting more affordable on that line of stuff, or I'm in a position that I could pay that for it now. I'm not sure which one's going on there, but something like that. But I got one Holoson and I haven't shot it yet. And y'all are gonna laugh at me, I swear. I bought a SIG 10 millimeter. I think it's a 220 or 320. I can't remember. At any rate, I've been looking for it for the last 20 minutes. I know it's in that darn safe somewhere. And I've walked back and forth, and I can't put my hand on it to save my life. I put a Holosun on it. I was going to get it out and sight it in. I from where I'm at in the garage here, all the way to the other side of the breakfast nook in the kitchen, and I have 1 foot tiles. I can pace off what I need for sighting in the red dot, so I do it in the kitchen. My wife gets a little upset when I do it when she's in the kitchen. But it works out pretty good. I've got the little they're sitting right there that you put in the chamber, different calibers. And for the 22, I have one that goes down the ramp of the barrel or the in front of the barrel and shoots out. And then you line the two up and you're pretty well all set. If you're shooting plates or steel challenge or something like that, 3 or 4 inches isn't going to matter. My bullseye stuff, which is usually more of a cylinder type red dot, those have got to be money. And I generally shoot that at 15 yards, 50 yards, depending upon the match. I got a Romeo 1. Yeah, what do you think of that Romeo 1? I've got one on, I think I put it on my new shield. That may be where the Holosun is on the shield. Maybe a mini Holosun on there. I've got my holster broke in and everything done for that. So I will have that at the range here pretty soon. I'm getting excited to go to the range with these plates. One thing I never lost was my pew pew. um, I'm embarrassed to say I can't lay my hands on that thing to save my life. That's like the adapters I was looking for my audio for my Rodecaster because this cord is shot. I can't find them. I bought them. So I ordered all new stuff yesterday from Amazon. Be here sometime today. I swear, if I had a nickel for everything I've ordered twice, when you start those projects as guys and ladies, if you do anything with PVC, I guarantee you're going back to the store 4 or 5 times, and then I can walk out there in the shed and find a whole bag of the damn fittings I needed. You know what I mean? Through the holy schnozy, not cheap at all. I got a couple of police auctions. What are you talking about now, Blade? Oh, by the way, Blade Walker, I finally figured out what you were telling me on the patch yesterday. I don't know if you were still in the text where I said I figured it out. Thank you. Now I understand what's going on. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Yeah, the 380, Betty, for you guys, including myself, I carry a Glock 380 caliber a lot here in Florida because I use a belly band and carry it, right here on my side. And it's great with a pair of gym shorts on and a t-shirt when you're out in the yard working or being around and about. I don't even go out I don't take the garbage out without having something in my back pocket. You know what I mean? I'm of the school that you never know. The one time you don't have it, you need it. And then the other thing is like playing the lottery. For years, I played the same number after the lottery got to Florida. Maybe 10 years. Never even got a dime. Quit playing. I'm not saying my numbers came up because I didn't look. I was not going to go and look because I was afraid that if they did, I'd be upset beyond belief. You're welcome, bro. I have a Smith & Wesson military and police issue 9mm. Is that a 10 rounder, Blade Walker? Or is that got a higher capacity magazine in it? I'm not familiar with that one. I got a couple Smith & Wessons from the pro shop. I got a revolver 380. No, not 380. 357 Magnum 8-shot. That is money. It's a great bullseye gun. I don't know if you saw my race gun that I posted today as well. Gons and other guys. 16 rounds. That's respectable. So 17 with one in the pipe. You can do some damage with that. You could shoot a while before you have to throw the gun and run. I can remember being a police officer and having only 6 rounds, thinking to yourself, then you got to reload that baby if something goes really south. Oh, Lord. Oh, 17. There you go. Well, we've got quite a few people in here, been coming and going. The number's been going up and down. Don't forget to give me a like. I'm trying this experiment on the vertical thing here, and I'm not sure how well it's going to work. I'm going to make a couple of 2A shorts today or tomorrow as well. Yeah, that's what I carry too, is a MMP Shield, and that's what Gons just got. He just went up to the Plus, and so did I. I haven't even carried my Plus yet. It's still sitting there. I've got my old one. My son wants it, so I'm going to give him that one. The neighbor really wanted it, but son gets it first. My wife carries a Smith & Wesson MMP Shield. Loves it. Yeah, MMP Shield by far. No, I mean, a lot of guns fit my hand, but when that gun first came out, their grip on that thing was just the best. I haven't stippled any of their grips yet. The rubber on there, I'm going to call it rubber. It's not like a Glock plastic. I'm a little leery to try to stipple it, so I haven't done that yet. I need to probably do that. Metal Concepts just dropped one. Is there a secret message on the knife? Getting some responses from some text and some not text, but comments. People have been pretty good about leaving comments on a lot of the videos lately, which helps as well. It is a good, but I'm damned if it's allowed. Well, it's going to be loud. Ain't no getting around that. It's like sitting next to an AR-15. Even with a can on it, it ain't quiet. And boy, I tell you, all the gas that comes backwards on that and the mess you have in the can, it just about isn't worth it. Let's see, a little thing, but it doesn't shoot well. Yeah, that's the other thing. They shoot great, no doubt about it. Gonna figure out the whole Instagram thing so I can't miss out on the yeah, I'm working on that too. I can't figure it out either. I turned on all my notifications today, but again, like I said on this phone, for whatever reason, it doesn't ding at me like you guys have sounded in, and not you guys particularly, but YouTube. You know, I'm getting drops here like crazy from not text messages, but comments and so forth. They're all showing up, but none of them are dinging, and I've got everything on my phone. I don't know if that's something YouTube suppresses. I think they quit sending you notifications for shorts. Now these live verticals, I'm not sure if they're sending notifications out for that. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me if any of you guys have that button turned on my channel, if you got a notification that I went live or not. I'm not sure how y'all found I was even out here. That'd be a good question to ask, I guess. I was going to get on this month and missed. Yeah, I don't know how expensive his knives are, guys. Can you tell me? Looks interesting. I've been following. I put a bunch of. I went down the calendar yesterday, and people I wasn't familiar with, and there's a lot of them that have some content coming out tonight, live streams and so forth. Um, I'm just going to check them out, but and you know we've talked about a lot of the creators, different ones, and we seem to be on the same page in terms of who we're following and everything. I don't hear you guys speaking much about the EDC minimalist or whatever his name is, the Asian dude. I think he's out in Seattle, and there's another one that comes on in the mornings. Another Asian dude. Um, his whole vibe is a little too nose risen for me. I don't. I mean, I think he's a cool guy. I just not into the whole vibe. I mean, it's like he's doing me a big favor that he's actually creating content, you know, and he's making a living out of it and whatever. That's great, but I'm thankful for you guys. I'm the one that's thankful. He acts like, you know, he might be a little put out by even having to do anything. I don't know, but probably get in trouble for that statement. Citycar is one of the guys. That dude, he rubs me wrong. I don't know why. I think he's probably okay, but let's just say he's not my style. I don't agree with the style, neither one of their styles. How about that? They seem a little superficial to me. Does that make sense? Not that it matters squat because I'm nobody. If we will get Aries page, mine was the last one he had done. I'm not sure what you're saying on that one. Let's see. You're the one that got the. I'm lost. You guys must be talking to each other a little bit. Well, I'm going to wrap this up here in the next 15 minutes. I've got to go over there and actually go to work. And I got to answer all these texts that have just come in. But thank you guys for stopping by. I'm going to try these verticals tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to use my phone and do it from Streamyard, either through the app or the web browser on the phone. I know I can do it through the web browser for sure. I just want to see. They've got a new Apple app out, and it's supposed to be helpful for handling and managing all this stuff. And I'm not sure why my picture layout is a little weird side by side instead of top and bottom like it was a few minutes ago. I can switch them back and forth, but I don't know what I did to screw it up to keep it. I did that. That's kind of okay. I see you can edit and add some, so I may go in here and add some. And that way you can see things a little bit better. Put those out there. So anybody new that's popped in, I appreciate it. Anybody that may watch this in the future, I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys more than you know, the regulars. It means an awful lot to me for you guys to stop by. And again, I want to make this your channel, not my channel. And by that I mean I want to try to get as many of you folks on here as I can. I think it would be a blast. And thank goodness I have not had a single misguided comment been pooped upon or anything else. And to be honest with you, so far my whole YouTube experience has been pretty much that. I had that one short that went viral. And you know, some of the creepy crutters crawled out, but you can't hurt my feelings. I just delete it, go on. Some of my banter backwards just because it's fun, but it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Patches. Well, where we go. I'm not into all that EDC stuff, touched and bags. And yeah, I'm going to put a bag together. I told you guys, I think about putting a medical bag together more than anything else for my needs. That's one thing. It's kind of like having a baby, guys, when you got disabilities, and you know, several of y'all do in this group. Um, you got to be prepared when you leave the house. And if you're not, then you're kind of screwed. Back dog out. Let's dog out. Lost service for a minute. I'm back. Okay, Gons. I like EDC stuff. Bring the Boy Scouts out. And he's in. Well, I'm going to work on a patch. I know I'm going to get some stickers going again. And once we get to that 1,000, I'm kind of waiting for that mark to get everything well, what's it say? Accelerated. I'm trying to get, once I get to that point, I'm hoping to have more flexibility and be able to do more for the community. That's the big goal anyway. I keep a bag in my truck, but it's beside pew and blades wallet. It's for me. I like to just don't money to get into that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I keep buying these bags. I think this is the second or third one. And I bought a pouch and I wind up not using it. And then I wish I brought it with me. I got one that's really nice. It's like a mail bag, but it's small. You can throw it over your shoulder. When I visit my dad in the hospital, or I'm going to be out for a good part of the day and I need my supplies, the bag would be handy. So I need to get more disciplined. That's a big part of the problem. Let's see, handicapable fields. So I have to carry all kind. Yep. It's like having a baby, man. You know, you got to carry all this stuff. I'm sure you've got different things you need. I mean, I'm not even talking medicine. I'm talking about mechanical crap that I need to survive through the day. If I don't have, then I got to go to the emergency room to deal with it. That's the only two options I got. Either come prepared or that reminds me. Why that reminds me of this, I got to take the garbage out. And the reason I remember that is I got a crap load of empty catheter boxes sitting in the bathroom. I need to get out of the cabinet and throw away. Oh, God. Things you think of, right? Well, guys, I'm going to let you go. And I really appreciate y'all being here. Look for me tomorrow. I'm going to try to do something outside if the weather's nice. I'm going to show you what I'm setting up out there. I think you'll think it's cool. I'm not even going to try to bring out any of the air gun or pellet stuff, pew pew wise, because for here on a live, I'll get shut down. But I'll do a video on it otherwise and show you guys how the whole thing works, shooting the target and the chronograph I've got set up and everything else. I think you'll enjoy it. I think it'd be pretty neat. But I appreciate you guys all following, liking, subscribing, all the things that you do for me. I mean, remember this. I appreciate y'all's support more than you know. Have a blessed day, and I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow.